What's good with it? It's your boy Prophet, man. You already know what it is. Giving y'all all the battle rap, everything battle rap, you know what I'm saying? So, right here, we're going to do the bar breakdown of the BL5 battle that just dropped on URL. New Jersey Twork versus QP Clean Paper. You know what I'm saying? Alright, the first round kicks off. QP goes first. He starts off talking about, welcome me back, Smack, and this is family and all that. Then he hit him with the football game referee flip from the toss online. I gave him a point for that. He gave you'll be the first down. That inch was a loss, something like that. I gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey Transit scheme, I gave him a point for that. He had the cancer scheme. He was talking about he had leukemia in there, chemo, all that shit. He had the cancer scheme. I gave him 2 points for that. I thought that was nice. That was fire. He had the big numbers on the inside, division. I fucked with that. That was nice. You know what I'm saying? I gave him 2 points for that. He had the beam on the face. Soon as you get to the nose ring, you know what I'm saying? I gave him 2 points for that. That was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. What I don't like about you, dope, I gave him a point for all that he said up to the main punch. I gave him the scream out the speaker. What I gotta scream it out the speaker. So that means you either enter calm or I knock the hype out you, dope. You know what I'm saying? That was fire to me. Enter calm, you know what I'm saying? Or I knock the hype out you, dog. You know, that was fire. I gave him 3 points for that. You know what I'm saying? So overall, that was pretty much rounds up everything nice and QP's round. QP ended that round with 13 points. You know what I'm saying? He ended that round with 14 points. He ended that round with 14 points. So New Jersey Twork goes. He starts his round off with the SpongeBob rock bottom blow up from the glove, take you to the top bar. That was crazy. You think so? Your SpongeBob and rock bottom. You think blowing up in the glove will take you to the top? That was fire. If you ever grew up watching SpongeBob when you was a kid, or ever watched it with your kids or whatever, and then you seen that episode, you know that was fire. You know what I'm saying? When he blew into the glove, the little glove balloon thing, when he got caught at rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get back to Bikini Bottom. Yeah. So that was fire. Now in the glove is Detroit. That was fire. That whole scheme was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. Pop for a pretty penny. This Oscar Proud. I gave him a point for that. That was nice. I gave him a point for that. John Coffey walked a mile. I gave him a point for that. That was nice. I gave him a point for that. It was QP until he caught. It was all QP until he caught a pound. That was fire. And that was fire. That was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The Queen Latifah scheme, you know what I'm saying, was crazy. If your Queen Latifah be hanging out of mouth, so if I set it off, this would be bringing down the house. That was fire. That was fire. I gave him 3 points for that. That shit was crazy. I gave him 3 points for that. Then the make a mess. If you make a mess, you'll have to pick up clean after yourself. That was fire. That was fire. You'll have to pick up clean after yourself. Pick clean up after yourself. Yeah, that's how he said it. You make a mess, you have to pick clean up after yourself. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? That was fire. I gave that 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Lip hanging off like the nigga please. Lip hanging like that. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga please face. That was fire. That was fire as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So To end that out, hold on, that ain't the whole first round. No, that ain't the whole first round. Nope. Okay. He also had the coin star, dumping change, bucks out the machine bar. That was crazy. I gave him 2 points for that. You know what I'm saying? He had the fuck trick shit. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? What's clean? It's only clean when you mop up the kill. Fuck trick. I get that nigga a shotgun for real. That shit was crazy. I gave him 2 points for that. He had the embroidery shit. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? The embroidery reason you get the stitch with the logo. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? That was fire. So I gave him a point for that. Photosynthesis. That shit was crazy, bro. I had my bro to do the dirt. He said, man, that whole photosynthesis shit was crazy, bro. That's my energy. He said, I kidnapped your sister. You know, the whole scheme, bro. Y'all gotta peep that scheme, man. That whole scheme was crazy. But pretty much, take a picture of you dead, you know what I'm saying? And send it, make sure you had a photosynthesis. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I gave 3 points for that. That shit was crazy. Then he had the hotel bar, the extended stay. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire. I gave him 1 point for that. He had the psoriasis shit. I gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? He had the antenna be up at the top of your shit. You know, you stick them basic channels, antenna be up at the top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? That was fire. That was fire. I gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I gave him 24 points in this first round. 24 points to 14. You know what I'm saying? Clean sweep. So he took this round clearly. He had way too much, bro. He had way too much, bro. So, yeah, I gave him this round clearly. You know what I'm saying? We go to the second round. QP starts off the second round with the paved your way, you paid your way. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a point for that. He choked. He choked in this round for a minute plus, like over a minute. It was a long choke. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to count his bars. I ain't taking no points for that. But, I mean, he lost the round regardless. Facts. But I'm still going to give him the points for the bars that he said. So, it said, without paper, there'd be no twerk. That was fire. That was fire. Like, strip clubs, without paper, there'd be no twerk. That was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. The sack race bar, I gave him a point for that. The back brace bar, I gave him a point for that. The overreacting scheme shit, that was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. The Popeye scheme, all together with the olive oil and the Blutos, you know, that Bluto shit, that was fire. I gave him 4 points for that. The vegetable scheme, I gave him a point for that. G-string, twerk, get twerk pop, I gave him a point for that. Surf spot bar, I gave him a point for that. The rock reject, the first rock reject, or first reject, some shit like that, I gave him a point for that. The couch potatoes, I gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? Overall, QP got 16 points this round. QP ended this round with 16 points, and that's not counting the choke or nothing. He ended this round with 16 points. So then we go over to Twork second round. Here you go to Twork second round, which is his best round of the battle. He had the most material in this round. He started off with the apparent custody line, fighting for the kid, you know what I'm saying? His apparent to these niggas, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. Cause to these niggas, it's worth fighting for the kid. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. I gave him 3 points for that. He had the gorilla bar, the gorilla line. I gave him 1 point for that. Pressure on rock, metamorphin line. I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gave him 2 points for that. The pressure on rock, metamorphin, if you know what that means, like, that shit fire. You know what I'm saying? Pick on 50, like Who's Your Daddy Marcus. I gave him a point for that. Stand up, no joke bar. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stand up. So if you got in the mood for a roasting session, I gotta stand up. But this is no joke. That shit was fire. I gave him a point for that. The no show line, you know what I'm saying? You won't see who hit him, but you should be used to the no show. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy. He had the black youngster bar. I gave him a point for that. He had the doppelganger bar. I gave him a point for that. He had the junkyard scheme. I gave him a point for that. He had the Transformers. Mark replaced me. I sent myself to the higher ups before I let a Mark replace me like Shia LaBeouf. That shit was crazy, bro. I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy, bro. Then he had a piece of your disc missing. You know what I'm saying? Leave a piece of your disc missing. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Next Friday, you know what I'm saying? I can't get jiggy with this shit. That shit was fire. Nigga, I gave him 3 points for that. That shit was fire, bro. I gave him 3 points for that. So, everybody do your share. You know what I'm saying? This thing, you know, clean up. Like, everybody do your share. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the T-Mac scheme. Little T-Mac scheme flipping what QP said in one of his battles. You know, that was nice. I gave 1 point for that. He had the loving basketball, Q out the window line. That was crazy. I gave him 2 points for that. He had the 30 with the 9, like I'm pushing 40. Some shit like that. Shit was crazy. I gave him 2 points for that. The whole paperclip scheme, or the PowerPoint, all that shit he had in there, all that scheme, the whole scheme, I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy. The Moesha, fuck Q. To be frank, I go to the D and get your brother Miles. Like, what? Q, Moesha, Q, Frank, D, brother Miles. Oh my God, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I gave him 3 points for that, bro. That shit was crazy. Brother Miles, y'all know Midwest Miles from the D. You know what I'm saying? He said, there's Moesha. To be frank, so fuck you. To be frank, I go to the D and get your brother Miles. What? Oh my God. So I gave him 3 points for that right there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that's his whole second round. I think this is his whole second round. Okay. So, yeah, New Jersey Twork ended his second round with 29 points. 29 points. This was his best round of the battle to me. He was snapping. 29 points is what he ended this round with. Alright, then we get to round 3. Which in my opinion was QP's weakest round. He starts it off with the $50 take your hoodie off shit. He was roasting, a little roasting session. I gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? He had the hairlines to believe. We don't have the hairlines to believe you street because you stay in the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear lines and believe you street because you stay in the hoodie, because you stay in the hood. That was fire. That was fire. I gave him 3 points for that. That was fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? The shots, he had the shots bar, I gave him a point for that. He had the Betty bar, I gave him a point for that. He had the Justin cap, I gave him a point for that. He got the makeup Avon bar, I gave him a point for that. Mini Man 50 clip bar, I gave him a point for that. The Mom bar, I gave him a point for that. Box coming back, yeah. The box coming Mom bar, gave him a point for that. The back for rock You try to say I was a crackhead, back for rock. Gave him a point for that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it for QP's third round. QP ended the third round with 12, which is his lowest round so far. He ended the round with 12 points. And New Jersey Twork's round goes. He starts off with the Lion King, Simba Side Simba Sodom, you know what I'm saying? I gave him 2 points. That shit was crazy. The Ginger Fire Roof shit, that shit was crazy. I gave him a point for that. The Wifey Material, Bad Bitch, Cooking Clean, you know what I'm saying? I gave him 2 points for that. That was fire. The Chopped and Screwed, Bring It Back, brought it, take your head and brought it back, you know, chopped and screwed shit. That was fire. I gave him a point for that. The Double Platinum Brandy Diana bar, that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a point for that. The Jazz the Rapper Cherry bar, I gave him a point for that. The Mini Me Austin Powers shit, I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy. The B Complex Niacin shit, that shit was crazy. Anybody who have been on papers or anything know about that. That shit was crazy. I gave him 2 points for that. Take This Down, New Nails shit, I gave him 2 points for that. The Rescue, if you try to come save it, you get the Rescue. I gave him 2 points for that. That was fire. The Cafeteria, he sit him down with the tray. His Cafeteria sit him down with the tray. Like, that shit was fire. I gave him 3 points for that. That shit was crazy. Crazy. I gave him 3 points for that. His Strapped In, I gave him 2 points for the beginning of his Strapped In. The computer login shit, I gave him 2 points for that. The Pop and My Guns from Spain, they make me do the salsa. I gave him 2 points for that. That shit was crazy. Good performance with it and everything. That shit was crazy. And he had the Bring It Back, Fuck No shit. I like that. That shit was funny. I gave him a point for that. All in all, New Jersey Twork ended this round with 24 points. 24 points in the third round. He was cooking. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like New Jersey Twork took this battle 3-0 clearly. I didn't give QP low points, and I counted every single bar QP said, bro, and it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough in any round. Even if he didn't choke, it's a clear 30. That's why I didn't count the choke in counting my shit. I want to just count every bar he said that he got through. Even if he didn't fucking choke, it's still a fucking 30, man. New Jersey Twork versus QP, 30 bag. To me, it's a body. The points is not even close.